especially if you have, once again, nobody else in that position. And that's something that XSET have done really, really well to get here, is always have a second body. Gomez decides he's going to see who and anybody is in the site, but Yoga isn't able to offer him any support. P4 at the bottom of blue takes him out of it.
Great first round start here for the Wolves so far. Diffuser drops still. The Roamers up at the top floor, not having been droned out or cleared out. Rise now getting into a gunfight. Will find Spirits. It's a 2-on-5. Gomez drops as well. Diaz in a 1v5. He needs to go for an ace clutch in this first round if he wants to make sure XSET starts us strong.
Well, I said we needed to see a higher performance and a flawless. You can't get much higher than that. The opening round on the opening map, it's theirs, and for now, it's still theirs. Tournament. And the only positive KD on the side of Wolves. So he's definitely got a little bit of work to make sure he keeps doing. There's the grenade over the top. There's Yoga finding out Rise on the far side, just keeping a watch on the flank. Another Wolves player falls. Just the Yoga holding onto the windows with the intel. They're trying to take 3 bodies and haven't even had to step foot in the site.
Now still someone on Jacuzzi balcony here, but P4 falls. Doesn't even fire out of his gun right there. Shinka, the last man standing, the plant's going down, but he gets shut down before a flawless round to respond to the flawless round that Wolves was able to bring earlier on.
Slink their way through. You can see some pressure. Mowgli going for a retake. There's entire flood. P4 with the swing round. DS gets 1. Kino rotates back up with the kit to offer some support. They know how important it is to keep the territory, but it's Bibu finds the feet of Diaz and gets that kit cold. A massive swing round from P4 puts it right back in the dirt. There's another player up on the side of the blue. Gomez is the one that's trying to make the distance. They're a little bit isolated. Wolves are just running amok inside the site. Rise! Out of the gym window, lifts the body and slams it back down. Gomez is gone as well. And Wolves refused to let the verdict.
Getting their second round as he's being zapped to death just ever so slowly. The time is going to be running out, and that is Wolves. P4 with the ending kill.
Actually, one's about to come through. Did he get the call? Kino with the kit. Oh, he's gone! Cold kit on the end. Gomez is still doing the work down inside blue. The Blitz has got to make a very quick hot foot towards it. Shinka! He's able to get another little bit of cementing down. The recollection has come 30 seconds, and they're going to opt for a slightly different tack. Try and take the single man, or potentially push the main stairs. Pull apart what they know and what they don't.
It is Rise that is heading over towards the blue area. One way or another, we do not quite know yet. Spirits will make it through. Rise gave away his position, but it doesn't seem like they were fully aware of it. Now they're definitely watching him, though. Plant is going down. Yoga will drop as well. It's going to be a 1-on-2 situation, but one is going to be a shield. It's just a pistol around the corner.
The flashes come. They know they're holding off the player. Shinka's trying to smoke out a bit of the rotation, but they've got smokes of their own. The longer this ticks on, the more powerful a Blitz gets, but Shinka is just as powerful. Tucked into a corner, Spirits. He's going to do everything to try and buy himself as much time as possible. The 2 remaining Wolves, they've got to try and do a 3-2-1, and let's go at the same time. The first is Spirits', and now it's a 1 versus 1 with a shield. Rise is only a pocket full of seconds. He had an idea of maybe going through the soft. He's just got to take the fight. He gets them wounded, but it's Spirits.
He realized it as well as he was shaking no with his mouse there. Spirits will be able to get the clutch done with the Blitz.
But it's a tricky one.
It's going to be the hatch used, though, from Yoga. Wolves shut down Mowgli. Suddenly, there is an opening for Spirits to try and move through. The other player has just moved into the little vault area. Beautiful shot onto Bibu as well. We'll shut him down before he gets traded out. 3-on-3. They know someone is still up on the hatch. Shinka needs to pay attention towards the area, but he's also being pushed by Kino at the very same time as it shuts him down.
Shinka, he is coming alive this series. The bulletproof gives a lot. DS and P4 give it back, leaving just Yoga, the man who got the kill from the top of the hatch. Rotates round, 49 seconds. Plenty of time and a couple of drones, but they're not really going to be able to do much. The bulletproof has all the calls. The one just tucked around. There it is. Spirits has got to rotate his way back round. It's still worth remembering the site is down below. All of this time, all of these fights, and the kit being up here as well. That was how tragedy happened last time. Sprayed through, a trade out. Diaz and Ruiz, 1 apiece. Spirits, he's going for the swing, gets the take, a 2 versus 1. Bibu, he's all that's left. Do they know he's hiding around in logistics? What's the measure of the map the man has? Does he have the cams down below? They're trying to hold an angle and find it. The kit's been recollected. It seems like they have an awareness. Spirits is going to swing from the logistics construction breach. There's a pre-fire. There's the pop. There's one. There's no!
Almost finds the second, but XSET are able to tie it back up. That should be used successfully indeed. You see it there, and that means the triple will stay close for now.
Well, that grenade gets caught out, and so does Rise. Spirit's able to pop from the bottom, but it's Shinka that fights back. They still have all the presence in blue, but that's where the kit is as well. And there's only a pocket full of seconds. Gomez with a swing, Diaz with one more, and Shinka falls into the lion's nest. For the first time, XSET this game move one in the lead. Pressures you, and that's what XSET are leaning into here. They're forcing them against it, and Mowgli forces back. Spirits and P4. Diaz taken off the board as well. There was a bit of a jump out, but nobody was caught. So pre-fire the angle, Mowgli. That's what Finka does. Kino, he's tucked in a really tricky situation right now. If they get the read and where he is, it could all fall apart, and it does!
And another flawless round to hit the board here, this time in favor of Wolves. Will be opened up in just a matter of seconds. We might be seeing a bit of a quick pace here.
I'm kind of hoping it. There's the grenade round. Gonna see if it can hit the corner, and it does. Mowgli bounces that right into the bathroom. He's gonna see if he can follow up. Shinka doesn't let go. P4 finds one in and amongst the opposite side. Diaz forced out of position and finds a fake take, but it's instantly battled back. Yoga, in the blink of an eye, has lost it all. Try and run out this instantly. If the Thermite's unaware, well, they just get it at the last second. Bibu caught out. He couldn't quite get the break through the breach. Mowgli's going to see if he can get some bite back. There's one. There's a second. There's a no. Diaz is maybe just a little bit lucky to get that positioning. Get a full catch onto anyone behind it, but another canister comes through. The barb has to be broken. XSET, they're holding themselves at their three different angles. Kino's behind the armory case, and Rise is trying to find a way to force him out of that. Sprays and scrapes over the side. He has so much, keeping them further at bay, and the cross angle. Wolves found themselves once again in the firing line of blue. Recollected the kit. Not enough time to really find a fight. XSET, they keep it going.
Where Spirits will be, extra magnets will be shut up here. Impact as well, trying to stall Rise. A little bit of damage done, but nothing too much yet. Why do you unshield Rise? That's the wrong moment to do so. The feet get taken out. Spirits gets a second, and XSET look like they might be able to put themselves onto map point.
On the board, and still a lot to do, and still a lot of players to get through, and no real way to force this player out. I mean, it's another for Spirits. Shinka stops them having the 4K in the time of their life in the top rung, but, well, a scrappy spray down towards Lounge and the drop, 50 seconds, and they know where that player is coming from. That door is firmly locked, and the rafters are retaken.
This might turn into a bit of a tactical timeout here for Wolves. Plenty of time, not really anything they can do about it. Kino goes a bit aggressive on the outside. Shinka makes his position known, jumps in and gets shut down. It's Yoga with that final kill.
Wolves, you're sort of looking at them wondering when they're actually going to start the swing round. That one's caught out. Kino, he doesn't really have anywhere to go, so he's just going to take the damage. Spirits, he's going to get caught. No, he's not. Removes the head of Bibu, finds a second. Spirits takes care of them. Rises on the shoulder. He's looking for another fight. The shotgun's a bit out of range, but he can't risk it because he's so injured. There's the end of him. Shinka, but 20 seconds here. Wolves, they're one body down. They're two bodies down. They're almost three. P4 creeps his way through. There it is. Diaz with the lock over. Shinka's gone too. And XSET take Clubhouse. Takes a bit of damage from the fight, across the door and onto blue. Shinka is going to get the other breach through, 30 seconds. And they've got to see if they can try and make some movement behind it. There's nobody currently going for the retake on the verticality. They're going to try and keep this as a 3 versus 2 on the fight inside, and Yoga swings wide and takes the head off of Rise. Kino on a backline as Diaz takes the fight. He's able to get the core, and it's Diaz with the double. And XSET get us off to a quick start. Do they have the awareness of this loose player? Because that can turn into a massive disaster. There it is, though. P4 had the catch round. There's not quite going to be a strike. Yoga does strike one back on the little box window, and they're going to tuck themselves around on the corner so they can try and keep any semblance of support towards Kino. But P4, a slow creep round, 40 seconds, and the kit making its way from dining. They're trying to find a cross angle. Take a little bit too much air. Gomez is tucked dangerously close.
Probably think it's going to be clear now as the grenade just popped off. Didn't actually pick up any kills, so they might not know Gomez is out there. He might go for an absolute huge flank. later on in this round. Flashbangs to be tossed out. They want to go aggressive. It's Shinka that will find Yoga. The plant is going down. 45 seconds soon to be on the board. It is before that finds Kino. Gomez will strike back though. He is up top. They need to worry about that as it's only up to Shinka now in a 1v2 situation.
Shinka's trying to find just a pocket of space. He's got the pings and he's got the alibi. But it's 36 seconds. Gomez on the verticality has to try and make his way back down. He knows they're not going to hand it to them through the soft here. He's looking for the fight just onto main. They've seen the kit, but they don't really have the idea on where the player went. Who's going to get it first?
Oh,
it's Gomez!
What a shot that was, and Shinka, he will clutch it up for XSET, and then they will find their second defensive round. Curve anyway. Gomez now playing inside of that little side office, not playing on the actual mezzanines. Will find the first Mowgli taken out. Goes aggressive, more aggressive in the library actually. Wants to make sure that this gets locked off. P4 misses the opportunity to go for that first kill. Might be swung upon here if he doesn't lock off Gomez first. Does so. Takes control, wants to push on towards blue, but gets hot as he finds Yoga.
There onside the box, there's another fight back round. It's Kino and Spirits with one apiece. They're able to almost get the take onto the balcony. P4, he's a little bit stuck, and well, Spirits makes him even worse. There is Spirits! And XSET aggressively retake the territory.
Stop being wasted, Wolves, you need to reply to XSET now.
P4 suffers again, that hard-hitting DMR just getting the little wings of the Wolves players. 20 seconds. And they've all stacked themselves here for a West main charge. You can see XSET's pull back to give them a firing line. Diaz is able to finish one. Shinka at least fires back, but 10 seconds, and Yoga's still on the close corner. The blinds come through. They've dug themselves in. It's a 3 versus 2. Shinka's going to see if he can find a fight. Yoga gets the kill instead. And now Shinka with one. And no one else. Tucked around onto a corner. XSET take another.
Hopping comes through. P4 is trying to go for a plan anytime now. They have someone on the window, Bibu, to try and protect them. No one down below to get the Nitrocell or an impact through, but the sound will definitely come through. They know something is happening.
There looks like there's a rotation, but Gomez changed his mind. It should be a post plant with the upside down rappel. Locking off nobody, but forces it. P4 gets the end. There's Diaz. A consistent end to a lot of sentences. Just cannot get the sliver of the head. 30 seconds, and Yoga's able to slip his way past from the hole. Shinka, he gets the spray through. Yoga gets put, and Diaz gets once again another end to a sentence. A 1 versus 1 once again. The C4, not quite the catch. Shinka pulls himself back, pre-fires through the soft. Has the Selmas to open up the angle if he wants to. Diaz is trying to play a bit of a cat and mouse game. 11 seconds. He's out of time at this point. He cannot hold it. There should be a Wolves lockdown, but he at least gets the kill.
How? Because he was being shut up by Mowgli. He's gone in and dig a little bit deeper now. Spirits does go down by Mowgli and the MK14.
It's an important fight, but Kino brings it right back round. They lose the glass and the ability to see through the smokes. They just got to see if they can try and get this kit down. The bulletproof was taken as well. It turns into a bit of a blind fight, so P4 digs himself close. Do they know the plant's going down? Oh, can you get yourself an angle? There's the cover. There's the man. There's a cold kit. They've gone for a bit of a retake on the top floor as well. The verticality has gone back into their favor onto the side of box. P4 tucks right round the kit. Yoga with the cooked grenade. Won't quite get the rest of it. Diaz dropped on the door. And a huge swing from P4. It doesn't really matter where the other loose player is. So P4 rotates his way back round. Bibu rotates his way off, caught out. Spirits is inside the site, looks for a fight onto the prep line. There's one tucked on the corner, the pre-fire connects. Spirit then gets dropped on a trade, but underneath P4, fights his way, cannot get further than the second story. Mowgli. All that's left here is the burn of the Melusi. There's 10 seconds, he's going aggressive. He's able to take one, but it's Kino that keeps the 2-round buffer. Audio, the smoke will buy him a second of cover. The grenade will go one way, and that is out of here. Gomez gets Bibu. There's a fight over the top. Mowgli's down, but Shinka doubles it right back. Rise sprays through the smoke, but they've managed to get the kit close and gets it even closer. XSET sit on map and series point. All taken off. They're not going to have any more of the work of the Magician Gomez. A slow creep round, hot droned forward. There's a bit of attention, a swing and a pre-fire, and it's Rises to take his first. Tries to find his second, hits the door, and hits some of the pressure onto Yoga. The Candelas come careening across, and it's Bibu that puts the kit cold. Out on the bottom of the door on the far end, the rotation.
It's a 2 and 4. If you start fighting now, you might lose it out still. You do not want to give them any 1v1s. This grenade takes that rise. Brings it back to a 2 on 3. Kit still cold on the ground. Diaz would need to go and pick it up, but instead he goes for the kills. He finds B4. Suddenly it's a 2 on 2 situation now. XSET against Wolves.
Bibu and Shinka, all that's left of Wolves' hope throughout this, the show closest to home in a long time. Diaz forced further away. Not quite allowed to come up the stairs as of yet, and with 20 seconds, that's precious, precious time. They've got to take the fight. They have no other option. The Kit is too far away. Wolves are tucked into a corner, 15 seconds. There's a close swing.
Oh,
there's one down, Yoga, but he's not quite able to make it. It's a technical 1 versus 1. Bibu crawls in 7 seconds. Diaz charges with everything he can to try and find the sliver end, but Shinka is long gone. At this point, Wolves all over the break. They're somehow able to slip their way past. Rise is still going to tuck in and hold it a bit aggressive, and Yoga, he has an idea about that. Gomez gets the first. There's a fight, and Rise bites back. He's trying to drive himself closer and closer. Saw the door was open, and he's got Mowgli for a little bit of shoulder support. It's closer than he thinks, though. Spirits, he's able to get it, and Spirits is driving himself further and further. Pre-fires either side of the door, and he doesn't quite get the connection. Spirits this time, but doesn't have his life for C4, but Yoga gets it. Now Shinka, he's locked on the site. A big potential rotation from P4.
Rotates back up, wants to keep the pressure on. They know where Shinka is. The verticality comes in, and now it's only up to P4 in a 1v3 situation against XSET, who are on map and match point. 2 more opportunities for them to lock it off. P4 retakes the top floor, makes a lot of noise, and gets shut down.
And that is all for Wolves this showing. They fought and bit their way out of groups, but they go no further. XSET, they keep waving all of the flags of their country, but the region itself, NA stays in the showdown.